Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. I appreciate you guys taking the time to join me today. I hope everybody's staying safe out there with the virus going on. Today I wanted to get started with a project that I personally have not done in the past, but I know it is possible, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what that project is and how you go about it so you can try this at home for yourselves. So without further ado, let me show you what I have going on. Some of you guys may have seen something like this before. Now this one's a little bit further along than I'd like it to be, but we'll still go through it together. So have you ever just thrown an onion in the fridge, forgotten about it, and all of a sudden you start to see little sprouts growing up? So I myself did the same thing. Sometimes, we put them in the other fridge to use up later and find out that later on they're already growing something and they're like, I can't use that anymore. Rest assured, you don't have to throw this away. You can actually still utilize this. So out of this one onion, we can now plant and get several other onions. Each one of these individual stalks here should be another onion already growing. Now you're like, well, why can't I just plant it just like that? And technically you could, but you're probably not going to get much yield out of it. So what we actually have to do is pull each of these layers out, separate each of these, and then repot them into something different so that this one can form a new onion. So what we're going to do today is attempt to break this apart, get as many onions separated as possible, and maybe plant a couple on video today. So give me a moment here and we'll get started. Okay guys, I apologize about that delay. I was just trying to get some of my soil moistened. It's in the sink getting a little bit of a drain off, but we're going to attempt to try to peel back these layers. So this one's a little mushy because in fact I actually took it out of the fridge and left it in the garage to do this video at a later date. So it's still cold out there, but this one's already starting to rot a little bit, so it's even got that nice onion smell. So as you can see, I'm just trying to peel back the layers. Sometimes you need a knife or something to help you get started with this part. I'm obviously not using a knife at the moment, but this stuff is very much starting to rot on me. So you can see it's very nice and slick and wet and kind of gross, but it's part of gardening, right? You get to have some fun getting your hands dirty. It's got that very oniony smell. Still got nice roots on it, so I'm going to try to save those roots. I've been told that you do need those roots, so try to do this as best possible without damaging this. Try not to break any of these off. You can see actually my dog got a hold of that one because it was sitting on the ground. I get this to focus there. But just that tip there, and took a chunk off of it. But so look at that. As I peel back these layers, starting to get more and more root depth there on that from the ones in the inside. So I may still need a knife to get some of these layers off, but it's coming as I peel. You can compost onions, I've been told. However, worms don't usually go for onions, so they don't break them down quite as well. So I probably won't be composting these onions that I'm peeling off. But, alright, so as I'm starting to peel back these layers here, you can see I'm getting to where it's right to where this stalk is. So I gotta be more and more careful as I'm getting through here because we don't want to break it. And that's almost like still good onion. Not really, but almost. So now check this out. We're finally to a point. Now, let's see this right here. See how it's coming apart like that? That is one. And we want to get all the way down, break it down at the bottom there. And now that's a stalk. In theory, there actually may be two as you can see here. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this down. Try to get this extra layer. There we go. So you can see I've broken down this extra layer, this last layer that I'm slowly, carefully unraveling here. And you can see that one more little bit of layer here. So there's actually 2 stalks here. Well, I snapped that one the wrong way. I didn't get the roots, so that one may not do us any good. I'm still going to plant it either way. That's a step where maybe a knife would have been better to cut that bottom part in half there. So it may still be salvageable. It may root still. Look at those roots on this. Fantastic. So as you can see, that one should do quite nicely to get us an onion. So I'm going to set this one here. So we just developed 2 potential onions. We still got all these to kind of peel apart. So let me see if we can get these pulled apart here. Like I said, I've never done this project before. I personally am not one to grow onions very often because we don't eat them a lot. I mean, red onion occasionally on a burger or something like that. White onions we use a lot for cooking. This is obviously a red onion that I'm dealing with currently. But we personally in our house don't use onions a lot, as you can see, hence the reason why we had this type of growth. But if you're like us and you forget occasionally to do that, here's a way to harvest some onions. Now, if you plant onions in the spring, you can harvest them by the fall. I'd have to look up the exact life cycle of something like this, and maybe I'll do an update video on that and give you those harvesting tips later on. I'd like to plant these directly in ground, but obviously it's still a bit cold out. Fortunately, it's 38 degrees out here in zone 6A, so it's still a little too cold. My eyes are watering. That's how ripe this onion is. Whew. Excuse me while my eyes kind of bleed out a little bit here. All right, so 1, 2, 3 more that I'm going to try to carefully split apart here. Oh, okay, snap that one, but it's still got some roots on it. Let me see if I can break this one appropriately. Another one that kind of snapped, and then this giant massive root system here. So we got one here. I'm gonna actually try to peel this last layer off of. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new potential onion stalks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those planted up, guys, and I'll be back. And I'm gonna do something with my eyes because they're seriously watering. Okay, guys, we are back. I apologize about that. Needed to dry my eyes a little bit there. The perks of working with onions, as all you will know. So I've got this one here, got that healthy root system on it. So I pre-moistened my soil here. Sorry about that, guys. Got a call right in the middle of shooting. So sometimes that happens, and best to take the call and re-up. So as we were saying, this one's got a nice healthy root system. So I'm going to go ahead and get that planted. Now, granted, guys, this is not ideal to put a little, what is this, a 6-inch pot? Yeah, 6-inch vegetable pot to put these in. I do expect to retransplant these as this gets a little bit warmer. But I just want to kind of show you today, guys, what this looks like, so that you can replant. And like I said before, guys, I'm not requiring that these grow. I am actually just doing this for experimental purposes. This is for fun for me to see what I can grow. Sometimes it's just making sure you test out things, different projects and things. As I've said all along on this channel, I'm going to test things. I'm going to see what other people do, try it out on our channel and take you guys along for the journey. So if you like this type of thing and you want to see more of it, like this video, subscribe, share it out to your friends. I've seen some recent posts and gardening things that I'm a part of people wondering how you can do this. So I just wanted to kind of show this to you guys and how easy this can be to really, if you're okay with the peeling of the gross onions and the eyes watering for a temporary point in time, you know, it's a quick, easy project. And there you have it. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these planted, guys. But again, if you like this, please share it out, subscribe, tell a friend. And in the comments below, tell me what onion projects you've done and if you've done anything similar. And do you guys have a channel out there that you'd like me to support, watch your videos? Let me know. Comment them down in the video below. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Be safe.